Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guests. I'm going to talk about my leadership style today, which is called Step Up and Lean In. There's seemingly simple rules, but sometimes I feel like I'm doing it backwards, blindfolded, holding all my monkeys from the circus on a balance beam. But they're effective. And I started learning them from a very young age. My entire family volunteers, and I started 4-H when I was 9. So I've literally been volunteering for my entire life. And although I was quite quiet as a child, I had no choice but to learn how to delegate and be a good leader. The first thing that I do is look for balance. I want to compare the big picture and the little picture. I want to look for different perspectives. Sometimes that's like rolling a 20-sided die so I can kind of turn it and see where the different options might be, because things are far more faceted than we think they are. And sometimes by doing that, you find options you did not know were available. And it's important to watch yourself and other people to make sure that you're staying engaged, enthusiastic. Too much and you've got burnout and mistakes happen. We want to avoid that. What I like about Step Up and Lean In is that you have an entry-level capability that can give you many opportunities for learning and ongoing growth. Gives you ideas to improve your project, and it offers people the chance to give you feedback on processes that could be improved if you only knew that, oh, that's the way they're doing them. Easy example, at a party, we were putting on the wristbands a certain way. It's taking forever, we're sticking to everybody's hands. And someone came in and said, oh, well, you press them like this and then turn it like that. And even though it's only seconds, that really sped up the line. And I consider efficiency a good thing. The other thing that balance does is it builds buy-in. And I love buy-in. Ownership and excitement are communicable, they're transmutable, and they're intrinsic to the success of a project. The second thing that I find important is watching and listening. Now, most people go, well, everybody watches and listens. I don't mean the way you watch TV. I mean just being aware of the periphery and everything going on around you. It's not primary in your view, but it's still input going into your brain. Maybe you notice someone needs a quiet assist. Maybe somebody over here is talking a lot and you go, oh, maybe that person needs a greater challenge. I'm a little bit of a Pollyanna, so I try to look for the positive. You catch details that you might not have thought you could catch that open up to the greater awareness. And listening, I don't mean listening just to the person you're talking to. You're already talking to them. But behind that, the ambient noise, that's what's going to go under the subconscious door into your brain. And you listen with your intuition. You think about how people are wording what they're saying, find out whether they like something or don't like something, or whether it's working efficiently, or maybe, oh, I heard those two people are way faster when they work together. So you just have to listen. And these are actionable, observable things. Some people say they're not facts. Well, your subconscious is constantly downloading great amounts of information and percolating in the back there where your intuition and gut are coming from. So input, process, and then your brain suddenly goes, oh my gosh, there's going to be a tsunami. And everybody else, I don't see a tsunami. I don't know where you got that from. Well, your brain is so much smarter. It's a computer, so it came up with something. Your choice whether you take it into consideration. You can ignore it. You can do some subtle provisions to take care of the issue, or you can be completely different direction, because that's what we can do. My last piece that I enjoy the most with leadership is trust but verify. I like this because it's immediate feedback and praise. The immediate feedback allows you to fix the processes before it's so broken that you can't count all the bottles that have gone by on the thing there. I think very much, what was it? Penny Marshall was in it with the other girl. Anyway, aside. So when I verify that somebody's doing something correctly, I have an opportunity to give them praise, and it builds trust. I also have a short list of things that have increasing levels of trust and value in them. So I can give somebody an additional task. And every time you give them an additional task that they do for you, it builds their sense of value and trust in you. And it also shows you that it builds on the previous trust matrix and they're ready for greater responsibility. Ultimately, these concepts give opportunities for success, to move up, and to learn. What I like about praise, just to be specific, be sincere and be timely, because I don't want to hear about something that happened 3 months ago that I don't remember, and you're telling me, oh, that was a great job, that thing you did. Well, that's not helpful. But if I look at you right now and say, Nancy, it's so good to see you. Your internet is working. You must have fixed it. I really appreciate that you're here today. Then Nancy's like, oh, well, this is happening right now. So it's really important to be timely. The difference between step up and lean in is that lean in means you're not able to do more right now because stuff is going on, life. It isn't detrimental. It just demonstrates awareness of your situation. So in conclusion, by using the concepts balance, watch and listen, and trust but verify, you can implement step up and lean in, and you too can encourage creativity and growth and build trust and buy-in. And these factors raise both the probability of a successful project, but also trains current people forward towards moving up in responsibilities. Plus, people are more productive when they enjoy their work. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guests.